on staff at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance, and we're here for another episode of Chamber Spotlight. And I'm thrilled to have with me a young lady, Alyssa Conahan, who is doing double duty today. She is an employee of Wells Fargo.
Correct.
And a great champion of the chamber. But today we're going to talk about an organization that Alyssa is involved in as co-chair of the Special Events Committee, and that is the Junior League of Reading.
Correct.
And I think most of our viewers would be familiar with the Junior League, or at least they've heard of the Junior League, and they might say something like, "Oh, is there still a Junior League of Reading? And if so, who are they and what do they do?" Right. So let's start first talking a little bit about what it is that you do.
Sure. And thank you, Karen, for having me on the Chamber Spotlight today.
Oh, it's a pleasure, for a lot of reasons.
So to let everybody know about the Junior League of Reading, yes, we do exist, and we have been around for 95 years. So in August, we celebrated our 95th anniversary, and we will continue,
Cheers.
Thank you, and we will continue to celebrate that throughout this year. So the Junior League of Reading is an organization of women, and our mission is really women building better communities. That's kind of our short tagline to sum it all up. But more importantly, our initiative within Reading is youth empowerment. So that's really what we focus our efforts on. But as an organization, we promote volunteerism, leadership, and just involvement in the community by our women volunteers. All of our members are actually volunteers. No one is technically an employee of the Junior League.
Right. And I think this is something that, oftentimes people will think of the Junior League as perhaps a group of women who back in the day got together and played bridge or were more of a social group.
Right.
And I think that is so absolutely not the case today.
That's correct.
As we just talked about, you're an employee of Wells Fargo. You've got a full-time job.
I do.
And I'm thrilled that you've relocated to Berks County from the Lehigh Valley. So welcome.
Thank you.
And the Junior League is so much more today.
Absolutely.
And for a very long time. And I know very specifically that the good work, the great work that you've done in this in Reading, in the Reading School District, to the point that I know it would be a huge gap.
Yes.
Particularly, and I want to say this correctly, is it in the middle school?
Yes.
Model, if you will,
yes,
that you're doing leadership development.
So I can talk a little bit about some of our programming.
Sure, and then we'll talk a little bit about your special event coming up in November.
Perfect, that sounds great. So the Young Women's Summit is something that I'm sure many of our viewers have heard of, and that is with 5th and 6th grade girls in the Reading and Muhlenberg school districts. So there's 4 different middle schools that we work with, and we have the girls come for all day Saturday and Sunday. We do it over at the Opportunity House here, and we have different activities planned for them, and it's really just about getting them involved, empowering them, getting them to realize, different career paths that they can take, different things that they can do to give back to the community, and just instilling the importance of giving back to the community. So lots of different things, and we have them do a service learning project that we partner with different local nonprofits, and we have those nonprofits come in at the end of the 2 weekends, and the girls will present whatever their service learning project is to the not-for-profits.
So think of the hundreds of young women that you've been able to impact over the years that you've done this.
Absolutely.
And again, this is with a group of women who I would say probably the vast majority of your members are just like you. They're working. They maybe have a family, and they're also giving of their time and their talents.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
you know, it is definitely something that's very important to our community. And you've got a lot planned for this year, and I want to be able to spend a little bit of time on some of the partnership, about the partnership that we have
Yes.
with Women to Women under the GRCA umbrella. But tell us first about the event in November.
Sure. So we have the Fall Fest event coming up. This is our 4th annual event, and it is our biggest fundraiser, really our only fundraiser of the year.
Okay.
So it is on November 3rd from 6 to 11 p.m. at Carreras Hall over at the Greek Orthodox Church.
Yes.
So it's a fun, casual event. We want to stress that it's casual, and we have a live band, the Red Hots, coming for the night. We have both silent and live auctions.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so get everybody involved in that way. And then we have food, Willoughby's, the Hitching Post, Sweet Street, and Adelphia Seafood will be providing all of the food, and they have done that in the past.
Wonderful.
So to give a shout out to those,
Yes.
those great organizations. And then we also will have different beer, wine, and spirit tastings. So we have some vendors who actually come in and provide the tastings for us. And then we have some who are unavailable to send a representative, but they will give donations. So lots going on.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. And what is the cost for entry?
So it is $75 per ticket.
So very affordable as a
Very
fundraiser.
affordable, includes all you can eat, all you
my
can
goodness.
drink. Yeah, so it is definitely affordable, and all of the funds go towards our Youth Empowered initiative. So last year it helped to send many girls to our Young Women's Summit, and every year we provide a scholarship to a young female in the community, a $5,000 scholarship.
Wow.
So the money has helped towards that scholarship. So it all goes towards a good cause, and you can purchase tickets on our website, jlreading.org.
JL for Junior League, Reading.org.
Correct. And there is a particular page for Fall Fest. So if you want to go right to the Fall Fest page, it's /fall-fest.
Great. That sounds like a really fun event.
Yeah,
and
we're
I
very
love,
excited
I
about
love
it.
the fact that, you know, really what you're doing now is so much, you know, you're just gearing toward those young women that you can influence. Well, I know our time is getting short, but I do want to talk really quickly because very importantly, we at GRCA, under the umbrella, our Women to Women organization, which is extremely popular and very successful. We are partnering with Junior League this year in a really, I think this has just worked so well with our mission to grow more women leaders. And of course, you're doing so much, you know, with girl leaders. And so it made perfect sense. We are partnering with our launch of Women to Women coming up on October 2nd with Janice Kaplan, who is the author of the book How Luck Happens and the Gratitude Diaries, and she was executive editor of Parade Magazine. So who doesn't know Parade Magazine if you ever saw a Sunday newspaper? So Janice is going to be with us, a great opportunity to hear a phenomenal speaker. Also, we're going to talk about Junior League, about the celebration of their 95th anniversary and what they're doing in community now, which is we want to educate.
Absolutely.
Basically, we want to educate.
Yes.
And then we're going to partner, which we won't talk about right now, we're going to partner a little later in the year with another great speaker that that Junior League is bringing in, and we're going to piggyback a Women to Women event on that too. So I hope you've learned a little bit more about Junior League of Reading.
I hope so too.
Hope our audience will think about Fall Fest, because who doesn't like to have fun? Great time of the year to just, you know, enjoy some yummy food and some good spirits, and also think about the girls that you're helping, because those are the future leaders of Berks County. So with that, Alyssa, it was wonderful, and thank you. I really appreciate when young people volunteer and give back. It just makes me feel like, you know what, there is definitely, this is a great community, and it just keeps on giving back. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Karen. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.